What's going on, good people? It's Iceberg here, coming back to you with another video. It's Friday, so you know what we're about here on Fridays. Hopefully you've already made the plans or taken the action to get you a garden planted. You have a garden yet? Do you have a garden for your family? If the answer is no, what are you doing about that? What are you doing to make sure your family has food this winter if the grocery stores don't have it? It's Friday. It's a perfect time for most of us to take some time to focus on our personal stuff that we want to get done for us and our family, because most people have to wait until the weekend, of course, to do things like this, because you got the 9 to 5 that's taking up and consuming most of your time, which is understandable. I'm in that same boat as you. But the question is, what are you doing with the time that you're not spending at that 9 to 5? Are you focusing that time on things for you and your family, or are you filling it with a bunch of distractions? You know, I talk about distractions a lot because I feel like the majority of people, especially here in America, are distracted because we have so many things that are right at our fingertips. You know, you can just go to the store and get it or whatever. So a lot of people have that entitlement mentality where they can just go get stuff. They expect it to be there and it's just no big deal. They just go spend some money and boom. But what if your money didn't have value anymore? What if you had to depend on the value of some kind of good or service that you could provide to somebody? That's what I am thinking about. That's the type of stuff that I think you need to be thinking about, because we see the economy's changing a lot. We see that there's been shortages of a bunch of different things, and you don't want that to hit your family in a way that is detrimental. You don't want your family to need food and you don't have access to it. You don't have any way to get it. That would be a sad sight for me, especially when we have all of the time right now in the world to prepare for things like that. But unfortunately, here in America, we like our distractions. We like things that take our mind away from the realities of life. Not that all of our lives are so bad, but people just here get used to doing things and just going to things that take your mind away from the distractions or away from the reality of life, and they distract you to other things. So a lot of times people say, you know, when they go to looking at sports or talking about sports or whatever, they don't want to talk about politics and all of the world issues involved with those sports, because they say they're here to, you know, watch the sports and kind of get the outlet or whatever. So that's all fine and well. I used to be in that boat as well. And I still watch sports. I'm not saying I don't watch sports to get that outlet. But do you have to be, let's say, for example, football season's coming up. A lot of you are going to dedicate your entire Saturday and Sunday to sitting in front of the TV, drinking liquor, beer, or whatever, eating food that's probably not as good for you. And you'll do that for 2 days straight, every weekend, for at least like the next 20 weeks. How is that healthy? How is that healthy? 20 weeks, that's like 4 or 5 months. You know, so for 5 months, you're going to sit down for 2 days every weekend and just eat garbage food and drink stuff that's not good for you 2 days every weekend, and expect that to benefit your family or your body? Your body's going to pay for that and your family's going to pay for that if you're not spending that time actually doing something. So what I'm suggesting, challenge time. What are we doing Fridays? We challenge you around here. If you haven't planted a garden, that's your first step. Get the stuff to plant a garden. Get your seeds, get your soil, get any tools that you need, get any containers that you need. Get the stuff you need to plant your garden. Do it today. Get your garden planted this weekend. We're almost in September. You're running out of time to get your seeds planted for fall crops, because they're not going to have enough time to germinate and get strong enough before the frost comes if you wait too long. So you need to get those seeds planted today. After you get the seeds planted, if you already have a garden, what are you doing to improve your garden? What are you doing to prepare your garden for the upcoming season? What are you doing to add new vegetables? I'm going to be planting new stuff this weekend. I'm also going to be building new planter boxes and stuff this weekend. So I'm going to be busy this weekend. But that doesn't mean I have to miss all of the games. You can be listening to games. You can have them on somewhere else. You don't have to watch every single play, because nothing that you're doing is changing that play. Nothing that you're doing is changing the outcome of the game. I don't care how much money you have on it. I don't care how much you root for a player. I don't care how much you watch it and wear whatever shirt and all of that stuff. Nothing you're doing is changing those plays. The outcome of that play, the outcome of that game is going to be the exact same whether you watch the play or not. So you don't have to be watching every single play. You can have the game on over to the side, be listening to it. If something happens, you can look over at it. Oh, a big play. They show the replay 1,500 times, but you don't have to actually sit there focused on eating junk, drinking junk, damaging your body, and not doing anything to benefit your family. How about do something out in your garden at the same time you're watching some of the games? And then maybe come in, watch some games. If it's your team or whatever, you may watch that game intently. I get it. But you don't have to watch every single game with full attention unless you're getting paid to watch those games. If you don't get paid, and I'm not saying you're a gambler, I'm saying that you actually get paid to do that. Your job is to watch the games, maybe, get stats or whatever. If that's not your job, then what are you spending your time doing? And is that time benefiting your family? Is that time going to help feed your family when your family needs food? Is it doing any of those things? Is it benefiting you and your body? Is it benefiting your mental? If you get all hyped up every Saturday and Sunday and then you see your team lose, what is that doing to your mental? Is it impacting you that much, or do you not care? If you don't care that much, then you probably don't care that much to step away from it a little bit to actually go do something in your garden or for your family. If you do care that much, what is it doing to your mental every weekend when you get that invested in a game that you are not taking part in and that you have nothing to do with the outcome of? I'm just asking you to think about these things. Think about it. Football season. It's a wonderful thing. We all like watching football. I don't have any problems with football. The only problem I have is what it does to people's minds, because everyone gets fully distracted in this game that has no benefit on most of our lives, get fully distracted and invested in it, and we forget to take care of our responsibilities for 5 months. 5 months we allowed to go by. That's almost half a year. And I mean, if you add the preseason and all of that stuff into it, it is 6 months at least that the football season takes up if people get invested into it that much from the beginning. So you're dedicating 5 to 6 months of your life to something that is not benefiting you at all. It may be actually doing damage to you mentally, and it's not going to feed your family whenever the shortages come. So think about your priorities. Think about what you're putting first. Are you putting football, watching football, eating bad food, drinking bad drinks? Are you putting that priority, or are you putting taking care of your family as a priority? What's it going to be? It's challenge time, good people. It's Friday. Go get some dirt. Go get some soil. Go get some good medium, good soil. Get you a container. Put that soil in that container. Put a little hole in it. Put a seed in that soil. Let it get some water. Let it get some sunshine. All the work you got to do. It's very easy, people. Very easy. You do that, and then you watch it. You pay attention to it. You learn about whatever it is you're growing. You know what to look for as far as insects and diseases. You take care of your plant. And then next thing you know, you're going to be eating some food. So make sure you're getting out in your garden this weekend. Don't wait any longer. The longer you wait, the less food you're going to have the opportunity to have, because some of these seeds need to already be strongly germinated. So make sure you take that action today, good people. This is Iceberg. Salute.